your fault because you wanted to
what if
visit
I wanna be
India for
raped?
whatever ridiculous reason anyone wants to travel anywhere. India shouldn't have a bunch of rapists running around, but there's no need to go there. You can't disagree with the following statement. Had these women not traveled to India, they wouldn't have been raped in India. It's impossible to argue against that statement. That's not putting the blame on these women, it's just stating a fact. It's very clear that India has a serious problem, and a lot of people feel that the government is to blame. They're not stepping in and doing anything about it, which is pretty fucking clear when they just recently made acid attacks illegal. Now, I'm sorry, I can't get over that. There was a period of time where fucking assholes were tossing acid in a woman's face,
I wouldn't mind
blinding
acid.
and disfiguring them, and no one in the government thought, we don't have
As
a
long
law
as
for
it's
this.
like
We should definitely make
the
one.
hallucinogenic drug.
That's the type of thing that should happen once and you get it sorted out. Not something that goes on for years. Acid. Fuck me, Jesus. Anyway, you know what would get the government to actually do something about this shit pretty quickly? If the USA, Canada, the UK, and several other European countries full of people with too much money and the desire to visit the poorest countries of the world put travel bans on India. If they said, hey, India, no one's allowed to travel to your country until something is done about your severe rape problem, they'd be doing something about it. The Indian government would never want to lose out on all that travel and tourism money. According to the World Travel and Tourism Council, tourism was responsible for $121 million, or 6.4% of India's gross domestic product, and is responsible for 39.3 million jobs, or 7.9% of all employment in India. Do you have any idea how fucked India would be if North America and Europe said, we're not letting people visit there, it's too fucking dangerous? It's hard to imagine it being more fucked. According to World Bank, over 96% of the country's 1.2 billion people live on less than $5 a day. And again, acid attacks. But it could happen.
Jesus.
So ladies, in the meantime, quick travel tip for you. Don't go to India. I would have suggested this before I knew anything about the rapes happening there because I don't travel anyway.
DP, please.
Why would someone who lives in a nice, privileged area where we have access to everything we could ever want fly to a country that doesn't have the same things and has higher crime rates, major air and water pollution issues, lower life expectancy, and fuckers running around chucking acid at women? According to UNICEF, 638 million people, pretty much half the population, just shit out in the open. Why are you going to this place? I'm sure this is all conveniently left out of the brochure, but there is no reason for a person with the means to travel to go to these places. No reason. I'm sorry, India. I'm sure there are many hardworking, well-meaning people in your country. In fact, I bet the majority of that 1.2 billion people are good people. I'm not saying that you're all a bunch of raping, acid-tossing woman sellers, but your people that are bad are fucking terrible. Your government is a piece of shit, and you've got severe environmental and poverty problems, which really isn't your fault because, again, your government is a piece of shit. So the fact remains that this shit is happening, and while it's going on, people from developed countries should not be visiting your country. So I don't want to hear about any more of these things happening. The world's been warned. I will have no sympathy for any more tourists being raped in India, just like I don't care if a tourist gets kidnapped while visiting Colombia. No need to ever be there either. And I sincerely hope that they get their shit sorted out so that women who live in India can be safe. And yes, those of you who have already commented without getting this far in the video, rape can happen anywhere in the world. I know that. You don't have to travel to a shithole to be penetrated against your will.
Yup.
So, men around the world, a quick message for you. Stop fucking raping. If you can't get a woman to agree to have sex with you, just accept that you're a loser and whack off to porn like the rest of us in the civilized world do.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the solution to India's problem. The Red Cross or someone just needs to drop a shitload of porn into India so they have some means of getting themselves off that doesn't involve taking a woman by force. Obviously, it's not the solution. They clearly have some serious cultural issues regarding the treatment of women. But I think if you could take anything away from all this, it's that you shouldn't visit countries that are worse than the one you already live in, and you shouldn't commit horrible atrocities that make a country worse than other countries.
Do you want to know what's really funny? The fact that right now I'm recording something, the last thing before I do on before the wipe. This is quite funny. The fact that this is playing in the background. Carry on playing it.
Oh, Mumoxx.
April 20th. aka 420.
Ah, 420.
An unofficial holiday for marijuana aficionados. The origin has something to do with a code made up sometime in the 70s, which some clever stoner then realized, hey, April is the 4th month of the year, and April has a 20th
the day Bob
day.
Marley died, you
So
fucking
April 20th
inbred.
became 420.
Wait, what?
On Saturday, it was trending on Twitter. By the way,
420 is
that whole thing in
the
Boston,
thing because Bob Marley
completely
died
forgotten.
that day, not because some
420,
fucking stoner
Coachella, and
thought of
Waffle
it.
House are now more important. 3 people died and
I
183
hate when people
were
say
injured.
that.
Some of them
It's
to a point
fucking
where they've
the
lost
day that he
limbs
died.
less than a week ago. But bro, weed and waffles. And a
Yeah.
Facebook friend of mine mentioned 420 in a status that I couldn't resist trolling. Not sure why we're all celebrating Hitler's birthday and the anniversary of Columbine, but hey, each their own, I guess. Says playful old Buckley,
Yeah, that's also Hitler's
intentionally
birthday.
ignoring the obvious weed reference to remind everyone that one of history's worst human beings was born on this day in 1889, and 110 years later, 2 fuckheads shot up a school. And it took literally minutes for someone to take the bait. I'm celebrating marijuana, not Hitler or Columbine. Thank you. Maybe they should celebrate by buying a keyboard with a shift.
Oh no, it's not. Sorry, Bob
But
Marley
anyway,
died.
celebrating marijuana. Celebrating drugs. What a fucking loser. This is what 420 is all about. Let me first start off by saying that I'm all for the legalization of marijuana. I think weed definitely should be legal. I'd love for it to be sold by the government or corporations and taxed. It would create new jobs, bring in more tax dollars for things like healthcare, education, police, whatever the fuck they want to use it on, and save us even more tax dollars that we currently piss away on court costs and imprisonment costs for people who are caught with a bag of weed. You can bet they'd protect their investment and still bust personal grow-ops. No way, if it's ever legal, you'll be able to grow your own. Just like how you're not legally allowed to manufacture and sell your own cigarettes, which are completely legal to buy now. But anyway, I'm all for legalizing weed. However, I still think people who would celebrate the fact that they are drug users are pieces of shit. Why? For the same reason I would think an alcoholic celebrating their love of beer or whiskey or whatever they drink is a piece of shit. I have friends who smoke, and I think if someone's at a party, they want to get high, whatever, great. Enjoy. But if you smoke every day, you shouldn't be proud of that. You should feel bad about the fact that you have a dependency on something, that you're a fucking addict. But Buckley, you can't be addicted to weed. Of course you can. You can be addicted to fucking cereal. Addiction is defined as the compulsive need for and use of a habit-forming substance characterized by tolerance and by well-defined physiological symptoms upon withdrawal. Marijuana does not create a chemical dependency, and I wouldn't classify everyone who smokes weed as an addict, just as I wouldn't classify someone who goes out drinking once every couple of weeks as an alcoholic, nor would I classify someone who goes to a casino a couple times a year as someone with an addiction to gambling. But there are people who are addicted to those things. If you smoke every day, that's a habit you've formed.
Smoke weed.
Keep
Like,
me out.
it takes
Keep
more for you to
me
get
out.
high as you do it
I'm
more
stuck.
often, hence you've built up a tolerance, and anyone that smokes every day is
want
forced
outta
for one
here.
reason or
Hey.
another to stop for a few days, they're fucking lying if they tell you that they aren't having
Hey.
some sort of withdrawal symptoms. The THC in weed is a mind-altering drug that generally causes people to be in a good mood, and when they stop, often people feel edgy, depressed, they'll have headaches, especially if they used to smoke before bed. I've met a fair number of people who smoke to get through the day or to stop themselves from being depressed. They need it.
Not for that reason.
You're addicted to the feeling. Sex addicts aren't sex addicts because women's vaginas are full of crystal meth or a guy's cock is filled with crack.
Man,
They
that's
become
the
addicted
best.
to the feeling, and they feel a need for it. But Buckley, it's all natural. It's good for you.
Crystal
Drinking
meth
is good
vaginas for the
you.
win.
Doctors have said that a glass of
Man,
wine a day
crystal
actually
meth
is
is in
good for you.
vaginas?
Helps with circulation.
Hey.
A bottle of wine a day, however, is bad for you. Similarly, studies have shown that marijuana is a better pain reliever with less chance for dependency than, say, perks. But studies have also shown that any smoke inhalation is bad for your lungs over a long period of time.
Fuck off.
It's unlikely to give you cancer like cigarettes do, but it still isn't good for your lungs. Weed isn't good for you. It's not boosting your immune system or improving your cardiovascular system or helping you lose weight. In fact, with all the sitting around, not being active, and eating junk food that most stoners do, it's likely doing the exact opposite of those last two things. But anyway, it's not good for you. It's just not as bad for you as other drugs or alcohol or cigarettes. And as for all natural, oh yeah, all that hydroponic shit you're smoking's totally natural. It's natural for plants to grow under lamps in a guy's basement and be fed extra things that boost the THC levels. Come on.
Higher class.
Yeah, well, I can quit anytime I want. Who says that?
I did.
Oh yeah, every fucking addict ever. Face it, if you get high often, I would say more than 3 or 4 times a week, you have an addiction. I would definitely say that a person who gets drunk more than 3 or 4 times a week is an alcoholic, and I think most intelligent people would agree with that.
No.
Most people would also agree that someone who would get drunk alone, or who wakes up and has a drink is kind of pathetic and likely has a problem. But here are some questions to habitual marijuana users, if you can really be honest with yourselves for a minute. Do you often smoke by yourself just while sitting around watching TV? Do you ever wake and bake? Wake up and smoke before starting your day? If so, how is that less pathetic? Because it's not alcohol, it's weed? Fuck off, that's not an answer. They're both mood-altering substances.
How did so many people get into the channel?
So, celebrating your dependency on a drug, being passionate about a drug, observing a holiday where you do drugs, I think that's pretty fucking pathetic. As pathetic as if any other substance users created a holiday for themselves to try and justify what they do as a popular activity that there's nothing wrong with. Conversely, I think people...
Don't spawn so many, BP.
It's likely because I'm not religious, so I try and think about things logically.
It's gonna take a while.
Just do.
I put an auto clicker on, and just kept clicking the spawner.
What is that gonna make it spawn more?
Okay, it's gone.
Oh, okay.
BP, what server are you guys playing on?
I'm on my server.
Guys, come on.
Bryce, the HP bar on the top is broken at the moment.
Relog.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not
Hashtag IP, please.
Hashtag you need to be whitelisted.
It's whitelisted.
Hey dog, you should whitelist me.
Okay. How many do you want?
Just put like 3 each. 3 for each of us.
Make me like a little house, and put spawners there, and let me farm it myself.
Thank you, BP.
User disconnected from your channel.
I plus 4 my rare pants and they broke. I was so pissed.
User joined your channel. Disconnected from your
channel.
channel.
Dude, they were 6.7 or something like that, plus 3 or something like that.
But look a little, put it in the chest here, BP, and the item trader.
Yeah, there needs to be an item vendor in here.
There's a little child alone
I like an item vendor.
in a playground. He's playing with himself because he has no friends.
I am doing that.
And all around the children point and stare, because this little
BP,
boy
there's no bank over
has
here.
ginger hair.
I think I know
Fuck
the
off,
story.
Mumoxx.
He runs from the schoolyard and he is crying. He's crying
Bryce,
because
make
the
it?
children
Bryce, go down
call
to
him
Disconnected from your
names.
Check
channel.
on one real quick.
User left your
He
channel.
said that Santa didn't come to Ginger's, and inside in his heart he felt a pain.
Fuck off,
Now
Mumoxx.
all hold hands for a ginger Christmas.
What is this song?
A ginger Christmas for you and me. Ginger children playing under the Christmas tree, so that one day all the gingers will run free.
Mumoxx, holy fuck, turn this off.
On and on he ran, the little boy.
BP, they have so much more than me.
The little ginger boy ran away from school.
Don't come to my mobs, Augustus. You get your
And
own
on
mobs.
the road
I'm not.
he met an old man laughing. And he said, young boy, don't you be a fool. He told him about the land of ginger.
Yeah.
Dear penis, I don't think I'd like you.
What the fuck?
Fuck these songs.
Country?
I love
You
this song.
used
This
to
song's
watch
awesome.
me shave. Now all you do is stare at the floor. Oh,
What the fuck? Now you stare at the floor? What
the
the
song
fuck
about his
kind of
penis,
song is
dude.
that? What the fuck? Now you stare at the floor.
Give me a second.
User joined your channel.
That's a pretty good song. Oh, then mom's
And as we step forward, we would rather be alone. Make some noise while you've got time. Take this poison for your mind. Who knows, you could be gone by this time tomorrow. And I don't know where we're going, but I take pride in not knowing. And you say I will be the one to
Polio, shut the fuck up. Polio, shut the fuck up. Polio, shut the fuck up.
Can you turn that off?
I don't know why, but it sounds so fucking funny.
There.
That sounds so funny.
You
Just the
used to watch
accent.
me shave. Now you do stare at the floor. Oh, their penis. I don't like
What?
you anymore.
Did you just say something about a penis?
It used to be you and me, a paper towel and a dirty magazine.
Yeah, oh, what?
That's all we needed to get by.
Hey, unjail me.
Now it seems things have
Unjail
changed,
me,
and I
Canada.
think that you're the one to blame, dear penis.
Dick,
I
don't just jail
like
me.
Oh my god.
anymore. He sings, dear Rodney, I don't think I like you anymore. Cause when you get to drinking, you put me places I've never been before, dear Rodney. I don't like you anymore.
What the fuck?
Why can't we just get a grip on our man-to-hand relationship? Come to terms with truly how we
User
feel.
disconnected from your channel. User joined your channel.
If we put our heads together,
User joined your channel.
we just stay home forever, dear penis. I think I like you after all. Oh, and Rodney, while you're shaving, shave my balls.
User joined your channel.
Oh my god.
Fuck is going on?
You know why? Because all your hunting instincts kick in. Get down, there's some tits. Shut up, fucker, you're gonna scare them off. You start assessing the situation, you're like, all right, how can I get close to those? Possibly touch them, maybe lick them.
What?
You realize you're in Sears with your family and it's probably not gonna happen.
User was moved out of your channel.
Titties and beer.
Oh,
I thank God Almighty for titties and beer. Hunting two-legged deer.
hunting two-legged deer. What the fuck?
There's one
Hunting
thing
two-legged
that is
deer?
lax and that titties and
I don't know
beer.
this one. You have those stupid nerd coders.
I said great big titties in my beer. God love your big fat titties. Come here.
So is this how hillbillies get turned up?
Oh, that's how they.
He's in bed.
Dude, when's the wipe, really?
Right now.
Right now.
No, it's not.
Hear that rooster crowing.
Fuck is that?
None your business.
Poop. poop.
So I'm guessing Dungeon Rose isn't getting wiped tonight, sad face.
Yeah, if it's already 8:44, I'd be guessing.
It's 10:45 for me.
Well, for you.
It's
It was supposed to happen at
2:44
7
AM
my
for
time,
me.
and now it's 7:44, so that's not happening. Not a few days.
Y'all know what it is. Katy Perry, Dark Horse in 20 different styles.
The first time I heard this was the Vine, the baby on the floor. This is the different song.
Channel started recording.
No recording.
I'm recording this.
No recording.
I've been recording for about 20
User joined your channel. Stop recording.
Right. Tell me how to evil.
Cause what's your mind? What's your mind? There's no going back. Yeah. Coming at you like a dark horse. My words, it's life will make you levitate. Like a bird without a cage. Just walk away. Don't walk away. Don't walk away. It's in the palm
What the
of your
fuck?
hand now, baby. It's a yes or a no, baby. So just be sure before you give it all to me. All to me. Give it all to me. So you wanna play with magic? Boy, you should know what you're falling for. Maybe do this. Cause I'm coming at you like a dark horse. Are you ready for a perfect storm, perfect storm? Cause once you're mine, there's no going back. She's a beast, I call her karma. She eats your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer. Be careful, try not to let her on shoulders on steroids, cause her love is so strong. May fall off when you meet her if you get the chance, better keep her. She's sweet as pie, but if I break your heart, she'll turn as cold as a freezer. That fairy tale ending with the knight in shining armor. She could be my sleeping beauty, I'm gonna put her in a coma. Typically alive, she's so bad, I'm trying it out, can't say right.
Holy, I'm gonna put her in a coma.
Mumoxx's fine music selection. This is his playlist on his iPod.
Boy, you should know what you're falling for. Baby, do you dare to do this? Cause I'm coming at you like a dark horse. Are you ready for?
Yo, who threw all the fucking sheep pants on the ground?
Perfect storm.
That was Canada.
Perfect storm.
Fuck Canada, man. I actually got a real life shop around. What's with them, dude? Like,
this guy's trying to get his realm and I'm just keeping him tagged. It's so fun. Oh god, I'm gonna die.
clean all of them up, dude. They're all over the place somehow. I vote Canada after that.
Canada, get rid of all the pants.
There's no going back.
Some niggas just kill me.
So what happened to the wipe? They're all talk?
Mumoxx in the mix 2014.
We're gonna rare axe drop. GG.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
My heart bleeds blood, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Fuck, I just killed the healer back.
Augustus, don't take my mobs. Get out of here.
Yeah!
Holy.
What the hello?
I thought this became a metal song. That's why.
A metapod?
Yeah.
Don't take my
We'll go
mobs,
with that.
Augustus.
What?
Don't come to my side. I'm farming gear.
Okay.
Come to the dark side.
Come to the dark side.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
Please tell me this isn't messed up.
Come to the day.
So they made a remake of a remake of a remake.
Yep.
A remake of a remake of a remake.
I like ponies.
Oh,
What
that's
the-
nice.
That's nice.
Ginger.
Who doesn't, man?
Any requests? So I'm playing Banhammer by John Paul.
Get off soon.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, play jump.
Hey Canada, give me like 10 billion gems so I can buy a ton of gold armor chance. I can chant
Play
all the
I
tier
Came
5.
In like a wrecking ball.
I want to enchant like all the tier 5 drops. Like
No,
that.
no, play
I have like look at my bank. I want to
play
plus
the
all that
banhammer.
shit.
Yeah, play
No,
that.
Play
I came
play
in
the
like a
banner
wrecking
one.
ball.
No, this one's good. This one's good.
I saw you there.
Holy crap, that's a lot of gems.
Around the big tree, and here you are, landing down next to me. So now I have to type the code that gets rid of.
Guys, what is this?
The Banhammer by John Paul.
You made me go and ban you, but you had to go and simply get yourself get banned.
What?
Yourself get banned.
What?
So you wanna play with ban mods? Sir, you should know they're against the rules. Are you sure you wanna do that? Cause I'm coming at you with the ban hammer. Are you ready for the ban hammer? Ban hammer.
What the fuck?
What's your band? What's your band?
There's no walking on.
This song is literally cancer.
Mark my words, you're never coming
How do I
on
ban
again.
someone, John Paul?
You are done playing here, but
Instructions
you
run clear,
keep
dick stuck in the toaster.
trying to get yourself unbanned, but it won't work. You are flying around me. You chose to install that client, so just be sure.
There's just orbs going on the
that
ground.
It was coming to you. What was coming? What was coming? So you
Hey,
wanna
can you
play
let
with
us be Insomniac?
mods? Sir, you should know they're against the rules. Are you sure you want?
You know, with the one instead of the I.
Wait, how do you get that song? The Banhammer?
I can't even lie, fuck better when I'm drinking. Ride dick like a pro, throw the pussy like I'm famous. Pussy feel so good, feel like the rubber all fainted. You ain't gotta tell me, I know this pussy be yanking. This pussy be yank, I know this pussy be yanking. This pussy be yank, I know this pussy be yanking.
Hey, who got those boots?
Hey, wait, Mumoxx. What's that song called? The one with the Banhammer?
I don't know if you
User
don't know who's
joined your
playing it.
channel.
I know, but how? What is it called? To find on YouTube. That one.
I think it's like John Paul or something.
You don't say.
BP Adam Vendor over here, please.
BP, can you whitelist the Insomniac?
Come on, all I want to do is +5 this, and like none of these pants are working.
Oh, okay, you got that out. Did that tell me enchants? No, it does nothing.
Oh, if you just like spam click it.
Girl stops meeking out, and this boy to get potarts. He does. Then girl takes deep breath. Then girl sighs, BF, I am pregnant. Will you stay my BF?
What?
And he says, no.
No.
Girl is heartbroken. Girl cried and runs away from boy without eating Pop-Tart. And she has no blood sugar. So she falls.
What? She has no blood sugar.
Boy runs over to her. She did. Oh. Boy cried.
What the fuck?
I said I don't be your BF. Cause I wanna be your husband. Oh. He screams and throws Pop-Tart at well.
And Pop-Tart.
Beautiful diamond ring was insane. Lick this if you cry ever, Tim.
I cry every time.
Lick.
Don't steal my gems, Canada.
VP,
want some
can
gems?
you please whitelist the Insomniac?
Hi everyone, I'm new. Holds up, Spork. My name is Katie, but you can call me Penguin of Doom. Lol.
There you go.
As you can see, I'm very
Item
random.
vendor here
That's
also.
why I came here to meet random people like me. I'm 13 years old. I'm mature for my age, though. I like to watch Invader Zim with my girlfriend. I'm
Nice.
Fine. If you don't like it, deal with it.
It's our favorite TV show because it's so random. She's random too, of course, but I want to meet more random people, smiley face. Like they say, the more the merrier, lol. Anyways, I hope to make a lot of friends here, so give me lots of comments. Doom! Arrow, me being random again, fucking stupid anime face, hee hee, toodles. Love and waffles to Penguin of Doom.
What the fuck's wrong with this guy?
Duke is the best dude.
I got 5.7.
See this black man?
Oh,
fuck
BP
you.
roll. I was there.
Really here.
Rolling BP.
I'm +1.
Well, see this
I
black
know,
man?
but
He's
was
so
it
There's
work,
slash
bro?
more than plus 8. GG.
Yeah,
slash
slash more
more
than give
them.
me a pair.
BP, which server is yours?
The
Good
good
one.
one.
Bryce, why'd you take my powers away?
It's not
You were
Portal
supposed to have them in the
Kings.
first place.
I
Not
did
Portal
this.
Kings.
All I
Item
do
vendor
is
over
help
here.
people do
BP slash
stuff.
more.
Portal,
BP,
you don't
item
have
vendor
any-
over here.
What's your? Can you?
Okay,
I mean,
just tell me
Bryce,
when
did
I
do
can
anything
play
bad
this.
with the powers? Did I delete the map?
No.
Did I-
Okay, just
There's
tell
no
me
reason
when
to
I
even
can
have
play
powers on
this.
here.
Alright, guys, let Mumoxx.
Okay, just tell me when I can
I
play
just got
this.
rare boots.
Roll.
See this black man? Don't worry, son. He's not really here.
This black man.
Well,
Is he a
see this
black
black man? He's somewhere in the Ugandan jungle, probably starving, battered, sick, brittle, and weak. He used to be the leader of an opposing rebel group called the LRA, which hasn't even been an issue since like 2003. Well, we gotta stop him.